Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today I have a very special video. This is a video, it's going to be listing each of the knives that I have up for grabs. Alright, so in the description, will list each of the knives and there'll be some icons next to it that's significant or indicates the number, the cost. And there'll be an email address in there, Rob's Nerdy Knives at gmail.com. Contact me if you're interested. Feel free to leave a message. First person who contacts me has first dibs. Feel free to contact me if you want seconds, because the person who first contacts me gets 24 hours to complete it. And I do friends and family with the PP, the pay, and the PAL there. So then we also do I also do Zozella, so you just let me know. Those are the two ways that I do that. And the prices, they do include the shipping, just so you know. All right, so I have about 17 knives left. There were originally 19 knives, and a couple of those were bought by channel members, so they had first dibs on this. So this is the rest of the knives that are going out there, and right now there's 17. Okay, so I'm going to go through each one and give you a quick synopsis. We'll skip through, you'll see it transition pretty quick, but go ahead and take a look and what have you. If there's one that you're interested, I'll try to put the time mark link in the description. You can go right there immediately. If a knife is sold, it'll be noted in the description. Okay, so thanks so much for watching, and let's take a look. Go to the first one. The first one is the Dan Carraher one. It comes with a certificate of authenticity, and this is the standard, the satin, it's TI. This is a $300 knife that you can get on their website. Feel free to check it out. Beautiful little kind of clip point. I don't know if you want to call this, but I like the design. It's got a nice swedge to it, full titanium. This has not been carried a lot. I don't see, there might be one snail trail on the clip here. Just note, a lot of these prices are radically discounted. So, $300 knife, I'm going to be selling this one for $175. So really, really crazy good deal if you've been wanting to try one out. It is made by Bestech. Really, really nice quality knife. It's awesome. This has a front flipper. It also does the flipping here as well, and then it also has this beautiful fuller, so you can easily reverse flick. All right, and it is pretty premium. Feels really, really nice. It's just a little small for me. I don't carry it as much because I have too many other ones that are so much easier. Oh, by the way, you can slow roll it if you wanted to. That's what I was attempting to do. So that's the first one, the Dan Carraher DTF. All right, and we'll go to the next one. All right, the next one is the limited edition CJRB Pyrite. This was the first limited edition that came out. A lot of people asked to buy this. I haven't actually been carrying it a lot. So, and I've got another favorite button lock that I use a lot. This did have the skiff washers put in there, which made it really, really nice. And it took these particular rocket glides. These are the original bearings. They'll be with it, of course. Comes in a little plastic bag here. This is the S35VN blade steel. Everything you see here is what's going to be included. It is the black micarta inlay on titanium, right, with the black thumb studs and the S35VN blade steel. So you see the S35VN, which is the premium. The action is ridiculous, beautiful, easy to flick forward and back. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of snail trails or anything on there. I mean, it's all a stone wash, so stone wash is really great about that. Black stone wash, so you'll just see it's a little oil there. Yeah, just a little oil. Really, really great shape. This was $200, limited edition. They didn't make any more. They made an S90V. A lot of people wanted the S35VN for some reason. I haven't checked out the S90V, but this is really phenomenal. This is probably the best action. Absolutely drop that center, easy to work. So this one's going to be going for $145. So really great deal. $55 off from one of the original first ones. And so the number on this one is, let's see what it says. This is number 51 out of 60. So number 51 out of 60. So that is the knife. If you have any questions, feel free to just contact me. Happy to talk about that. So that is the Pyrite, the limited edition, number 51 out of 60. All right, we'll go to the next one. All right, the next one is the Peña series. This is the Alacran. This is one of those that was dropped on Javi Garcia's website, but it's a X series, and it's a collab between Javi Garcia, who is a protege of Enrique Peña, and this is one of those. I just recently had another drop, but this was one of the original drops that came out. This one, and I did put, by the way, I did put skiff washers in there, made a nice difference. This is the one that is in, has the carbon fiber inlay, really nice carbon fiber inlay there, and really nice. Now, I have carried this, and there are some snail trails on it, so it's going to be radically discounted. I mean, this thing was $300. No, I think this one was $330 or something like that because of the inlays and the carbon fiber. I think it was a little bit more. Beautiful, just really, really solid, nice knife. I have a couple other Peñas that I've been carrying that are just really fantastic, super sharp and everything, beautiful satin finish. Action is wonderful, and it easily also top flips, obviously, so that's really nice, especially with the skiff washers in there. I think it was $330, or I don't know, it's over $300 for this, and I'm selling this one for $215. And again, this is one of those things you're not going to find in the stores. It is limited edition. I mean, if you want an absolutely pristine knife, you know, perfectly, you know, for your collection, then you want to pass on this. But if you like a really great quality knife to use and carry, this is it. And it has been gently carried. It hasn't been, you know, used or abused or anything like that by any stretch of the imagination. I consider this a high-end knife, so it just gets carried, and that's it. But it did get a little kind of bumps there, but, you know, that's why the discount for $215, and especially on a knife that's so limited like this, I thought that would be a really good discount and a good deal for someone. If you're okay with all that, if you're not, pass on it. But that's the second knife. All right, let me go to the next one. All right, the next one is the Dark Bolt. It's a knife a lot of people have asked about. Really cool knife. This is a great opportunity to get one of these. This one runs over $215 or $225 or something like that, I think. And this one is the original one. This is the Arcus, the gray Arcus, and you get obviously the, you know, everything in the case here, obviously in the plastic. And it's one of these things. It's unique because it has a button for it's a liner lock flipper. And you can do the liner lock just like regular, and then it has thumb studs as well, right? So beautiful swedge, 20 CV, blade steel CPM 20 CV, hollow grind, nice polished satin finish, G10 scales, a milled deep pocket titanium clip. See maybe one small minor snail trail there, but again, this is a knife that's well over, I think it's like $225 or something like that. It's definitely over the $200 mark. I am selling this one for $150. All right, so hardly used, hardly carried. Really cool knife. And if you've been wanting to try this out, you just didn't want to spend the entire $225 or whatever it was, $215, I forget. I think somewhere around there. I think it costs like $225, $230 with shipping and tax and whatever. So, but this is a great way to try this out. This also has skiff washers in there. That's an extra, you know, $15, $20. You got to think about that. Made beautiful action. Did I put skiffs on this one? No, I didn't put skiffs on this one, but the action is fantastic. It's one of those where I didn't think it needed skiffs. So you can see when it drops, see, and so it works like a button lock or compression lock, if you will. So it's kind of cool. I like it. Definitely a cool knife. It's just not one I carry. So the deal with is a lot of these knives that I sell is because I have just so many other knives, and I have a rule. If I don't carry it, I want to pass it along to somebody else to enjoy. And discounted really well. So hopefully you'll find this as a pretty neat little deal. Feel free to contact me. Any questions about it? So let me know. And if you're really, really interested, you know, reach out to me anyways. You know, if you feel like you want to counter offer on this, I might negotiate a little bit, just so you know. I mean, depending on how quickly some of these knives move. All right, the next knife is a Tuya knives. This is the Hive, comes with a case. This is Dave Warren's company, Tuya Knives. He works with them. This did have the skiff washers put in, which made a really, really nice difference. It's a crazy knife. I think this one runs, I want to say $250 or more, somewhere around there. It's $250. They still have some on the site. They're limited run. It is really kind of a cool knife. Now, I will tell you, when I first got it, it was super stiff and very uncomfortable. And so I did tune the detent, and it's still super, super crispy. So even people who like crisp detents, you're gonna love this. It's still very snappy. It's not tight at all, but it's enough that you can kind of shake shut it, right? It's not gonna absolutely drop shut. You just can't get that detent down that low. I don't think anybody would want that, but it's beautiful hollow grind. You can see that hand satin finish. There might be one snail trail on here, but otherwise there's nothing else that you can really see on here. The blade looks like, yeah, it looks really good shape. It's one of these things I didn't carry and use a whole lot. Let's see, do we have dust on there? Yeah, so no blade rock, really solid in there. It kind of reminds me of sort of a little Shirogorov kind of a design there. This is a carbon fiber with a hex pattern. It almost looks like dam designs, right? But it's a beautiful twill pattern all the way through. And this is titanium with, again, with that design. I think that's cool. The clip works really nice. Titanium, titanium backspacer. Really, really great. Hollowed out, super light. But the action is really, really nice. And it's just got a nice crispiness to it. Now, if you're willing to do it, you can get your middle finger in here. You can actually do a reverse flick because of the hollow grind. So I get a little dust on there, sorry. But really, really neat little knife. And I think, you know, for the price, this one I'm selling for $165. So that's almost $100 off. So you've been on the fence trying to get it or thinking about trying it. It looks kind of appealing. It's a pretty good deal if you want to try that out. Just let me know if you have any questions, all right? So that's the Tuya Knives, the Hive version 3. You can actually go to Tuya Knives to check it out if you have any questions. And this particular one, do I have the number on here? I think it's somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. So this is number 74 out of 145. 74 out of 145. All right, so there you go. That's the Tuya Knives Hive. All right, this next one is by Bade Modern Design. He's the guy who actually made that Tuya Knives Hive, same designer. He has a website for this. This was a knife that dropped. Everyone was super excited about getting it. It sold out really fast. No one could get it. And people have been asking to buy this for years from me, but I wanted to put it up for sale because I acquired some new knives, and so I need to pay for those, right? So this is the Bade Modern Design Stunner, and this has the skiff washers in there, which is fantastic. This has an extra pocket clip that's not anodized with the blue because it has anodized blue hardware all around. If you didn't want the blue pocket clip, this totally unused. So there you go. It does have blue hardware. This is what I call sort of it's carbon fiber, but it looks like meteorite inlay, and it's done really, really, really well. And there's his little logo if you weren't familiar with it. Nice clip, works really well in and out of the pocket, and it is a flipper and a thumb stud. Action is beautiful, hollow grind, fantastically crazy hollow grind. It is a satin finish on there, or I think it's bead blasted on here, hollowed out, milled out, really great. Action is fantastic, and reverse flick and everything is just really, really ridiculous. Works really nicely. Great little knife if you're interested in this design. I love the design, the ergonomics of this. One of these that I was going to keep, but just haven't been carrying it. And I've got too many other knives that I'm carrying, and I feel like I need to pass this one along because of some of recent purchases that I got. This one has a couple of snail trails on it on the clip from being used, but otherwise I don't see anything else on there. Maybe, no, it's rubbing off, I think, maybe. Yeah, I think it's rubbing off right there. And then, of course, like I said, you can put in the brand new clip that has nothing, totally unused, so if that's important to you. But this is one of those collector pieces. I know Lefty had one and he sold his eventually, but it's just a really cool design. He hasn't made another one of this. I really, really like the design on this one. It's just really, really great. And it flips just really nicely. So, and it's just buttery smooth. So there you go. That's the Bade Modern Design Stunner. All right, the next one is a pretty special limited edition. It's a knife that I was very excited to get. I've really enjoyed, but I've not carried really, well, I haven't carried at all. This is a knife that's just bought, and I thought it was a fantastic deal. It's a Ursus line of a Shirogorov, and this is a quantum knife. And the quantum, it's called a quantum knife, and it has a certificate of authenticity, the Shirogorov card, quantum e-knives, so it's an e-knives limited special edition or limited edition, whatever. Chromax PM, which I'm told is a really good steel and pretty new, and so it definitely strops up really nicely and keeps an edge ridiculously. So I stropped it. I haven't sharpened it or anything, but again, I enjoy stropping just to see how, you know, if you can get the edge kind of crazy sharp, because I like razor sharp, but I like crazy sharp. It does use multi-row bearings, which is really cool. And there's the serial number, and it does come obviously with the Shirogorov cloth that you get with it. And so there's that. We'll put that over here. And so you can see the E-Knives exclusive design. It's textured, full titanium front and back. Has the same quantum clip that they have, that beautiful texturing up there. And so you can just see there's that beautiful giant blade. It's a big knife. You can see that. And that's one of the reasons why I don't carry it. And it goes right over that ramp so beautifully smooth, right? And then that multi-row bearings are just ridiculous and beautifully centered. I mean, they go to the very tip right there. It doesn't touch. I mean, the tolerances are so incredible on this knife, which is typical of Shirogorov. And the beautiful spacer. I mean, it's just a really gorgeous spacer. Yeah, just a gorgeous knife. It's just a little too big for me to carry, which I was thinking it would work, but it's really not. I'm not carrying it, and so I've got to pass this one along. And so this one's going to be sold for $675. Normally it was $795 or something like that. I think I paid over $800 with shipping and tax and everything. So $675. I mean, if you've been on the edge and you wanted one, this is, like I said, hasn't been used. No snail trails, anything on this thing. It's absolutely perfect. It's been in the case, and then it's been in the box here. So, and the action is ridiculous, right? So you can hear that snap, that beautiful Shirogorov. And then you come up to that glide ramp, and you do a little shake. Like, let me show you. and it just drops down beautifully. So just really, really nice. I think if you've been wanting one of these and you've been eyeing it and you thought, man, wish it was just a little bit cheaper, $675. This is about the price for the G10, or a little bit, yeah, I think it's about the price for the G10. So what you're getting here, now remember everything, I include shipping and insurance, so it'll be shipped insured. That's part of the price. So you're not paying anything extra for any of that. So if you're interested in that, let me know. If you have any questions about it, let me know. That is the Shirogorov Quantum in the Ursus line series with the titanium texture, the exclusive E9 texture. You can see that. It's like E, and then you can see the E knives right there, right? And there's a Shirogorov, you know, little emblem and everything like that. Beautiful milling on the inside. Just a really, really neat knife. And that lock bar is just really easy to get to. It just works really nicely. All right, that's the Shirogorov. All right, the next knife is the Griffin Company Scout version, I believe version F3. So this is the Griffin Scout F3, comes with the box. Everything you see here, really, really one of the nicer little zippered pouches I've seen out there. So I like that a lot. Let me put that over there. And in here, I did put skiff washers in there, and they work really nicely. It does come with extra hardware, and their extra washers, they're okay. They're all right. But you have extra washers if not, and that does have the little the steel washers that goes against the titanium part of the blade. You get the cloth, obviously. You get the little certificate of authenticity, the Scout F3, 390. It's a light stone wash, titanium. So that is the knife. Now, this one is pretty heavily discounted, right? This is a $300 knife that I'm selling for $215, all right? So, and the only reason why I'm selling it is, again, it's a knife I'm not carrying. I really enjoyed the action. It's ridiculous. You know, it drops beautifully. I don't know. It's one of those knives I was on the fence about keeping, but I sold it because I got a really, really great deal on another knife that I really enjoyed. So, and this one is really in great shape. Might have a couple of snail trails. I did bend the clip, but I bent it back, and you almost cannot see that. So that's one of the reasons for the big discount, just to let you know. I did drop it off almost $100, at least $85, but it's over with shipping and everything. It's definitely over a $100 discount, right? So if you're interested, I mean, these are kind of hard to find, at least this particular one. You know, they have some versions in my cart, I think, out there that some people drop once in a while. But for $215, I think it's a crazy great deal. I don't see anything else on there. No scratches or scuffs or snail trails on the blade. Beautiful action. I've gotten this beautifully broken in. It does drop really, really nicely. Has nice deployment. It is a front flipper, so it's tuned for that really, I think, perfectly. You know, if you like super strong detents, yeah, you could probably make it a little stronger, but I think anybody who likes a decent detent, you're going to be happy with this, especially for a front flipper, and be able to reverse flip it, right? So really nice little knife. I think it's fantastic. So everything you get here is that. $215 for that one. So let me know if you have any questions, all right? All right, the next one is the QSP Penguin. I sold a regular Penguin already. This is the Mini Penguin. This is a traditional pocket knives exclusive from QSP. All right, and so this is a QSP knife exclusive. This is the Mini Penguin in the Jig Titanium and M390 blade steel. All right, so this is a really nice exclusive here. Beautifully nice little blade. I don't think, do we have any, how much? I don't think I carried this a whole bunch. You might have a small snail trail there, but I mean, this one's going for $100. All right, so normally these were like $150 or something like that. I know sometimes they're on sale. This includes shipping, right, and handling, all the good stuff. So they'll all get there to you. But for $100, you can get this one. This is the Mini Penguin. Beautiful action on this one. Just really nice drop shot, works really great. Great fifth pocket knife, or just a small super knife if you like the look of it. Action is really, really, really great. So along with this, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this other one, and because I'll do a deal. If you want to do both of these, I will sell both to you, and I'll make it even a little better deal because it's going to save me on shipping. So I'll extend that little savings back to you. This is the traditional pocket knives Penguin Plus. So that's the larger version. There is one in between. That's the one that already sold. So this is the Penguin Plus. M390 blade steel as well, Jig Titanium handle. It's got the beautiful pocket clip. This one has a couple snail trails as well. It was carried, not used. I mean, I don't do any hard use with these guys. A little dirty, we'll just wipe that off. There you go. Of course, my cloth is probably dirty. There we go. So beautiful satin finish on that. Action is really fantastic on this one. This one, the large one, I did put skiff washers in there, and that made a really nice difference. Really, really cool. So if you want to check that out, the skiff washers worked really well in this one. I didn't put any skiff on that one, but this one I could. I think you might be able to do them on this if you're interested, but I didn't do it. The action was already really great on this one. I felt like it was perfectly fine. So if you like, you know, the little one's 100, the big one is going to be 145, and if you want to get both of them together, I would probably sell it to you, you know, ship both of them together as a one deal for, let's say, 225. So that's the deal. If you do them together, 225, individual 100, and this one will be 145. So I'm cool with that. Just let me know if you're interested in either of these. So that is the QSP Penguins, the traditional pocket knives exclusive jigged titanium, both sides of the handle, by the way, frame lock, titanium milled clip, and M390 blade steel. If you were curious, there's the M390 and there's the M390. All right, so there you go. That's the QSP. All right, the next one is a Golden Designworks. This is the standard one. Yeah, the standard. This was a pre-order that came out. Really great little knife. This one has been modded a little bit, just so to let you know up front, but I think it's a mod that you might very much like if you were on the fence about this. It does come, I did put skiff washers in there. It does come with a bunch of extra hardware that was also purchased at the time. Stickers, it does have the certificate of authenticity, all that good stuff. And it has an extra set of scales that I paid for. And these were, you know, this is plain titanium that could be anodized. You could do all sorts of cool stuff with it. You know, definitely something you might want to consider maybe sending away, or if you like anodizing stuff, you could do that with this. But then it does have the scales that it came with, which are the gray scales, or charcoal or smoke ones they call. Beautiful, beautiful knife. It's a front flipper, top flipper. It is, yeah, M390 blade steel. It is a what we call a sub frame lock. Really, it's a liner lock, but you can call it sub frame lock. This is the scales that you can replace on here. They do come off very, very easily. Milled titanium pocket clip. I don't see any, that's dirt on there, or dust. Yeah, I don't see any snail trails on that. Blade is in fantastic shape. It is stone washed in here, a little satin finish there. I don't see anything like that. It has a small swedge. Nice jimping all the way across for that. Finger choil works really, really great. Locked in there really solid. The action is fantastic. One of the things that they didn't do is he didn't cut this out to get to the liner lock or subframe lock, whatever. And so I actually, when I took this apart, did a little bit of milling there, and it came out really, really well. I think this is what it should have been, and I enjoyed that very much. And so now you can drop it and catch it without, you know, guillotining on your finger, just like that. So that's really nice. Has nice action, tuned really well, I think, for a top flipper. Reverse flicks really, really well, and because it is a, you know, sub frame lock or a liner lock, sorry, I'm not a lefty, but you can absolutely left hand wonderfully reverse flick it. But it is right hand tip up only. This was selling for, I believe, $270 or somewhere around there. And so this one is going for, with the extra scales, with the skiff washers, with the extra hardware, which all definitely put this price up in the $350 to almost $400 range. I'm selling this right here for $210. So $210. If you've been on the edge, if you want to maybe consider doing some anodization, you might want to try that. If you like the idea of the extra hardware, maybe you can anodize some of that too. You could get this right here for $210. I think it's a great deal. If you're interested, let me know. If not, it'll be up on Knafs, obviously. So that is the Golden Designworks standard. All right, let's take that one. We'll move that and go to the next one. All right, the next one is the Knives Evoke. Really, really love this design. I believe this is a Ray Laconico design. Really nice. I did not carry this really at all. So this one's going to be like in brand new, pristine condition. Keep catching on the stuff over there. All right, so this, I did put skiff washers in there on this one. You do get all the stuff that comes here with it, the little sticker and stuff. Okay, I'm back. Somehow it got interrupted from a phone call. So anyways, this is the black titanium, milled, everything, not been carried, absolutely pristine shape. This is like as close to new as you're gonna get. It is bead blasted, beautiful sharp edge right here, really wonderful. Ray Laconico design. Action is ridiculous, especially with the skiff washers that are in there. So if you didn't see that, it has skiff washers and they work really, really nicely. Action is wonderful, both left-handed and right-handed. Catches really well on the finger choil there. So beautiful action. You can choke up on this this. It's got a little jimping there. Great knife. This I think was like $210, $220. I forget with the tax shipping, but this one is going for $160. So I mean, you're getting what is probably a brand new knife. It really is, because I did not carry this. This knife is one of those that just never got carried. I did videos, I did some shorts, and yeah, this is one of those great deals. I think $160 is a steal of a price. If you like the design, you're on the fence, and you wanted something like this, here you go. All right, so that is the Evoke. Let's get this off the table and go to the next one. All right, the next one is a Microtech MSI. This was one of those knives that I got in. I like the orange. Again, I got a Microsoft Stitch, and I kind of like that one more and carry it more. And you know me, if I don't carry a knife, I'm gonna sell it. And it's as nice as this is. I mean, this is the G10 version, by the way. It's not the FRN. Definitely one of the numbered versions here. You can see that 6 out of 2023. So that was a 2023 run. Action is ridiculous on this. Beautifully centered, works really nicely. And if you didn't know, this works really great one-handed on that ram lock, and it works great left-handed, one-handed on the ram lock. And I did oil this and tune this really well. The action's really broken in nicely. It's super buttery smooth. If you're wanting to get one and have a good experience, I think you would really enjoy this one. Okay, so it is the Orange G10. It is reversible pocket clip, deep pocket carry clip. It has the lanyard hole. It is the M390 MK blade steel. I've been stropping this. I haven't sharpened this. It's got a little dirty. Let's clean that off. I think I might have. Yeah. Yeah, I got a little dust on there, you know. There you go. That happens. Yeah, there we go. So really great shape. It is the stone wash, so you really can't see anything on there. I may have caught some cardboard boxes and stuff, but I don't see any snail trails. Do I see anything? I can't see anything. It looks really good to me. So again, I paid $350 for this. I think it was not supposed to be $350. I think they're now selling for around $280 or something. But I'm still discounting this ridiculously at $210. So this is about the FRN price because it includes shipping. You're not paying any taxing. So $210, that's everything. You'll get the knife and the box, and obviously, and all the paperwork there. But and you get a knife that's been cleaned and tuned and works really nicely. You don't have to do any of that because I did take it apart, cleaned it, oiled it, made sure everything was nice and centered. I did, when I first took it apart, it was off a little to the left, and we fixed that, and now the action is just really nice. Again, it's big, and you can choke up, and it works really nicely. It's just I already have a stitch, and I like the stitch just a little bit more, and I found myself using that one more than this. And you know me, I don't typically have two of any knives. There's one exception, but those are not going to be sold, obviously, but this is just a really great knife. I think if you've been on the fence and you're looking for a good deal and you wanted the G10, which I recommend, get the G10, don't get the FRN. It is a huge difference. It feels just way better. And like I said, when I was stropping this, it strops pretty good. I mean, it takes a while to strop, which means that I think the Rockwell hardness, some people are complaining about that. I think I got a good one. Everything that I see indicates of a decent heat treat on the M390. I wouldn't say it's on the soft part. I've had some M390 that strops really fast and rolls super easy, and that I know it's super soft steel. This is not that. At least that's my experience, and I feel very confident in saying that from just because I like to sit at my desk and just strop the knife. And to me, it's a therapeutic. I didn't resharpen anything on this. I just stropped it, but it makes it that crazy sharp, and you can shave your hair if you wanted to. But I think for $210, I think you're going to be very happy with this. Orange G10, if you've been on the fence, you wanted to buy one, you just didn't want to pay all that. For $210, that includes shipping, you can get this. Yeah, there's the FRN out there, and so if you don't care, if you don't care about the materials and you're okay with FRN, go get that one. By all means, go get that one. It'll be cheaper. But if you want G10, I think this is definitely going to be a bit cheaper, at least $50 to $70 cheaper. I think most people can charge you shipping, taxes. I think this is a pretty good deal. I think some of these still sell for more. I don't know what makes this different. I paid $380, and I keep wondering, is there something special about this than some of the other ones? Because I don't know. I mean, it works really well, but I still see some of these prices out there on certain variants, and I don't know what's the difference with some of them. I don't know if there's something special about this, that it is a little bit more expensive than the other ones, and if it is, then you got a heck of a deal here, right? Really crazy. For me, I discounted my price, golly, what, $150 50 bucks. But for you, you know, still 60, 70 bucks discount. So definitely something worth checking out. The next one's the Love Them Knives. This is a great White Mountain knife exclusive. Really like this knife. This knife is made by We Knives. You can see a lot of the packaging similar to We. One of my favorite button locks. If I didn't have an, by the way, it comes with extra hardware, which is really nice. This is a very, just really rock solid button lock. If I didn't have my We Exciton, I would actually consider this my best button lock. It has beautiful texturing all the way across. It's red G10. This is inlaid in there. T6 screws here, but it is a T8 there. Button lock is fantastic, very similar to all the We buttons. And the action is really solid, right? So when I clip it, got a nice pop to it, and it does have a fuller, and very useful fuller. It's enough, it has a little edge. I can get the meat of my finger in there, and I can work it just fine. I know some people said they had issues with theirs. I don't understand that unless you have nothing on your skin for them to track on. Maybe your skin is like Teflon, and you just slide over everything. But the button lock works really nice. Locks in there really solidly. Dead nut centered, no wiggle. When it locks out, it's absolutely solid, beautiful grip. You can choke up doing the finger trigger, just got to be careful. Nice 20 CV blade steel, so I think you're going to be really happy about that. It is titanium, it's kind of a gray titanium. The reversible deep pocket carry clip, so you can go left or right, and this is titanium clip as well if you're curious. Titanium there. So really pretty light, and it looks like there's not any milling on the inside, but that's because it's all the G10. That's where all the weight relief is. Really cool. So there you go. That's the Love Them Knives. This one was selling for, I think it was selling for what, 250, 270, 260, I forget. I'm selling this one right here for 150. So if you've been on the edge, you like the knife, 150 is a heck of a deal. I haven't carried this. I don't have any snail trails on all this. I haven't used this a whole lot. There's no marks on the blade. Really fantastic shape. So if that's one of those things you wanted, there you go. Love Them Knives for 150 bucks. I think that's a heck of a deal. All right, so there you go. All right, the next knife is the We Mini Malice. Really great little deal. It's, again, one of those knives that I had. I just thought I'd carry because it was a button lock. I really wanted a button lock. It's Ferrum Forge design. I was always looking for my Mordax. Never found a replacement for that. And so here you go. Includes everything that's in the box here. And here's the knife. It is the blue titanium. Kind of a beautiful blue design here. Love this. It shimmers really great in the light. There's no really snail trails anywhere on here. Haven't carried this a whole lot. Pops out really well. Blade looks nice and clean. It is a bead blasted blade. Let's see here. Everything looks good. Let's just wipe that down just to make sure. Yeah, everything looks good there. Looks good there. Yeah, definitely. All right, so the action is really fantastic on this one. Really pops nicely. It has a fuller that works really nicely. Gets a nice left and right hand carry because of that button lock. Is right hand tip up only. It seems kind of small, but when you choke up with that finger choil, it fits really well in the hand. So it's a good finger choil position, and it's enough room for my finger to get up there. If you've got gigantic, super meaty fingers, way bigger than mine, you might be close there, but I have plenty of room here, so perfectly fine for this. I think you'll definitely enjoy this, so it's definitely a good deal. It is titanium. It is milled out really well. Milled, deep pocket carry clip, right hand tip only. The action is fantastic on this one. I think you will really enjoy that. I believe that I put in skiff washers on this one. I think I put skiff washers. I'm not sure. If I didn't, it doesn't need it. It's beautiful action. There's no grittiness. It's just beautiful drop dead shut kind of action. And I'm pretty sure I did, because I think this extra set that I have over here that I wasn't sure where I put them, I'm pretty sure they're these guys right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was for this one, so I'm going to put that in there. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I put skiff washers on this. Really, really nice action. So there you go. That one is going to be going for $175. This normally sells for around, I think, $250, $230, somewhere around there. So almost a $70, $80, $100 discount. No signs of use. Fantastic shape. There's no beating or abuse on this one. Edge is ridiculously sharp. Been stropping that up so you can see that's nice and polished. But beautiful, beautiful edge there. Yeah, so like this one would be almost like new in the box, but have I ever carried it? Yeah, I did carry it a little bit, but I like once or twice. So there you go. I think for the price, really, really great deal. If you're interested, let me know. If not, it's going to go up on Knafsale. So there you go. That's the We Knives Mini Malice. All right, the next one is the Wee Knives High Fin, a really, really neat little knife here. I think you're going to enjoy this. This is one of these Gafco designs. It's a collaboration with Gafco Knives. Let's take a look at that. Of course, comes with case, all the stuff in here. You get all the stuff here. And this is the blacked out version with the brass accents on the clip, so you can see that beautiful brass. Now it's stonewashed black, titanium all the way across. Gafco designs. I love this accents. Excuse me. I don't see any marks or anything like that on here. This one's been carried minimally. It's really more of a fidgety knife. Beautiful hollow grind, really sharp. It's got this wonderful little finger placement. Absolutely finger choil placed. This is a finger choil knife. You got plenty of room if you use that finger choil. Really great knife. So I think it looks small, but it's one of those knives that has a lot to offer for being small. I love the accents on here. The black stonewash is really, really great. Works really great left and right-handed. The action, the tuning is great. You could do a little bonus middle finger reverse flick if you wanted to, but the action is just really wonderful for left and right. And it's beautifully buttery smooth as it drops, right? So this one is really, really nice as well. Wonderful, wonderful little cool little design. I don't see anything on here, just a little maybe dust on there, but really great for choking up. This one was like around $259, I think, somewhere around there, and I'm selling this one for $175. So that's a really, really good deal as well. So I think you might really enjoy that. Definitely if you've been on the edge for one of these, I don't know if these were limited edition. This is not numbered. Yeah, it's not. It's got a beautiful standoff. All the hardware looks really gorgeous on this, the black on there. Straps up pretty well. Straps up pretty well and keeps that nice, crazy sharp edge. So again, $175 on that one. So let me know. All right, the last one is a Speyderco Smock. This is one of those things that's got a lot to it. Came originally with carbon fiber. Just to let you know up front, it is the S30V blade steel. It's been used a little bit, but everything you're going to get is going to make this a banger of a deal. This is the original clip, unused. Here's the original scales you can put back on. It does come with the Rips Garage Technology red orange fat carbon scales that I did install on here and fits really, really nicely. It has been rounded a little bit, so it's beautifully customized for a much contoured shape. The edge on here is just fantastic. It is a beautiful hollow grind as normal. A little dirt on the tip there. Got to clean that off. Sorry, guys. Let me get that off. Don't know where that came from. All right, so yeah, beautiful, wonderful shape for a knife. Edge is ridiculously here, super sharp. It is a compression button lock, so that works really nicely. Action is fantastic. You have a flipper here that you can use, and of course the traditional Speyderco knife works really great left and right-handed. It does have a Lynch deep pocket carry clip. That works really nice. That's titanium. So I recommend those because, you know, steel clips tend to bend and it's a little smaller, easier to carry, gives you a little more deeper pocket carry. Does cover up the lanyard hole. So if that's important, I think there's enough room to use that lanyard hole. It really is. But if that's important, then you can use a regular one, right? But really, really, really nice. All the standoffs, everything works really great. But you have the option of putting the traditional, you know, the G10 with the peel ply, twill, carbon fiber on top. It's not all the way through, but I wanted something a little nicer. It did have skiff washers. These are the original bearings that came in there. I did replace those, and I'm going to be including some Meton Boss titanium scales. These were 150, 200 bucks. I'm just going to throw these in with it just because, you know, I think it makes this knife worth the deal. It has the clip here as well. It has the two scales. Looks really nice with it, and that's up to you if you want to put them on here or put them on another smock. But just so you know, it has a lanyard hole here. There's no lanyard hole on that side. The way they shipped it, it's like you kind of use just one side for the lanyard hole. So if you have the lanyard tube, you would take that off for that, and you would only use the hole there. Still very, very solid when you put it on there. I have zero issues when I had it on there. I just wanted to go back to the carbon fiber, and when I put it on there and this was all nicely rounded across it, this was much more comfortable. The original Rips, the fat carbons were very sharp on the edges, so this basically, it was chamfered, not really chamfered, technically it's rounded. Everything was rounded all the way around, and it came out really, really nice. Really polished. Looks almost intentional, right? And so it's nice and rounded up there, so when you do the choke up position, it's comfortable. You're not feeling anything digging in. really great little deal. This is going to be selling for $200 for all of this. So, you know, normally this is a 230 knife. These scales are like 100, 150. These scales are like 180 with this, so $200 there. All of that together, if you've been on the edge, you've been wanting to try maybe a smock, and maybe you like the idea of some of these extra scales or something, maybe get this. This is a great little deal. Works beautifully, beautifully centered. You know, so very useful blade. Again, it's one of those things I just don't carry. I have a bunch of other Speydercos that I carry way more, especially after I got the Manix. I just stopped carrying this. I just use the Manix exclusively now, quite honestly. I do have my Pair 2 and my Pair 3, and I do have my obviously my Shaman. So those I carry quite a bit as well. But the Shaman, the Pair 2, Pair 3, and the Manix really are exclusive. The Smock is just not something I really carry. Every once in a while I will, you know, pull it out and flip it, but I feel like this one needs to go, and I need to sell these knives so I can pay off some of the other knives that I have recently got. So if that's interesting, let me know. Again, $200, that includes the shipping, and it'll go straight to you. So thanks so much. All right, so that is the knives that I have. I appreciate you guys checking them out. If you want to check me out over on Instagram or contact me there, feel free. But you can also, you know, any of you guys who are interested in any of these knives at all, any of them at all, just do reach out to me at this email address and let me know. Like I said, it'll be PayPal, you know, with the friends and family, or the Zella. That's what I would use. So if you're all interested, let me know. Thanks so much. And if I don't hear anything about this within the week, this will go up on Knafsale, or at least maybe a few days. I don't know. See how soon I'll get it there on Knafsale. Usually I'm pretty busy with work, but I will definitely be putting things that don't sell on Knafsale. And there you go. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.